Good afternoon from North Tyrone. Today I'm going to do a wee video. It's part 6 of the video series of a Milwaukee Drill that I bought on eBay. If you watch the last 5, you'll realise that I took it apart, seen what was wrong, tried to do a cheap fix. The cheap fix didn't work, so I'm going to have to do the fix I didn't want to do. Put the full motor and brushes, assembly into it. This is what you have to buy. All new motor and brush assembly. This costs you about 40 quid. And that's the part number. It's not worth doing, but in the interest of doing these videos to show you for educational purposes, decided to go ahead and finish the job I started. So I removed all the screws in this just to save time. And I'm going to remove the cover to get at the goodies. So here we are. As I mentioned before, very little brush wear there, but the motor has gone. It is kaput. If you hold the trigger on long enough, it goes zzz, zzz, and the smoke literally flies out of it. So it is history, complete history. So first thing you do is remove the front gearbox from the motor. Then you pull up the motor like this here. And there's 2 screws there. Remove those 2 screws, like so. You can just take this motor away and then the screws go everywhere. Well, we'll not worry too much about that for now. Anyway, for £40 they supply the new screws. So even if you do drop them, you don't even have to pick them up till you're tidying up. So here we are. So rotate the motor like that, and screw number 1, screwdriver. Just tighten that up. Very straightforward fix, but all too expensive to be viable. There's nobody literally in their right mind would carry out this repair. But luckily, I am not of sound mind, or in fact body for that matter, but that's quite another matter for another day. See, when you're filming things don't just go as quick, as the screw's going to fall away and hold you back or not go into place properly. It'll do it when you're filming, but I'll do my best. So there's the 2 screws in now, and I don't know if you can see the housing. You can't see it very well, but there's a slot on there. This slot behind my thumb goes into that there, and it slides in to a groove. The problem with some of these, when you're fixing them, if they've had a bit of melting, I've actually done one of these before, and the housing's been a bit melted, so that's difficult when they overheat. But anyway, attach the front gearbox like that, and then you try and realign everything, get everything sitting in where it should be. That can be quite fiddly. One of the things tips there is take that to the top, because there's a groove on either side. See that groove? There's a groove there. I mightn't be able to see it very well, but that's where my finger is. There's a groove there, and that slots onto it. There's a slot on either side of this, what they call the field coil, that's on the on the motor. So you didn't even have to supply that. You can clean them up. So they just supplied you everything. So it's bonkers, in my opinion. Getting this lined up can be terribly fiddly. I will do my best. I'll take that off in the meantime just to see if we can get everything lined up first. This is definitely not worth doing. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt whatsoever. This is not worth doing. I'll just pause a wee second. Right, to continue the video now. First of all, line that up. And that's slot into place now. That took a lot of fiddly work. Like I say, this field coil, have to get that aligned, but first of all, put back on the gearbox. Get it sort of realigned, and then reline the field coil. Yep, that's starting to look a bit better now. Everything's sort of slotting into place. When you get to this stage and you get things aligned like that, what I think you should do is put in the 2 screws to hold everything in place. Yep. Even one would probably hold it, but up at the 2 anyway. Hold your hand where my hand is there to hold everything where it is. Yep. All's looking good. All's looking in position. Right. So we get to that stage. Forward reverse slider for the switch. Just slot it in there. See what you won't see what I'm doing there. See? Put it onto that. And slot into the slot there. Yep, see? And that's activating the switch now. Wires are on out of the way. Nothing at fault there. So, we should be able to get this on now. Yep. That's slotted straight on. And I'll put in the rest, I'll pause the video and put in the rest of the screws. Alright, that's back in business now, right? I have refitted all the screws. You remember I fitted these 2, fitted the other 2, and all the ones down the side. So that's the drill back together. Forward reverse slider, it's moving well. 2-speed switch is moving. It wasn't at the same way, I don't know, but that's alright. So I would say it's back together alright, and I'd be very confident that that drill is going right now. But I'll put a battery in to see. At least 5 amp. Yeah. It sounds tremendous. You get a wee bit of sparking off these anyway. That's normal, that's pretty good. That fix is successful. But however, it is not worth doing financially. You have to replace that air. It's really game over. But when I bought this drill on eBay, to try and fix to make it economically viable to get a cheap drill or get one I could sell and make a £10 or £20 or something, it didn't work out. I had a bother getting my money that I paid for that drill plus the price of the motor. Time aside, it was a complete waste of time, a complete waste of money, but It's been a very successful fix. That is the end of the video series, and I can just safely say, if you have one of these wee brushed Milwaukees and the smoke starts coming out of it, I'd say it's time to get something else. If the drill done well enough for you, get another one of them, or get a brushless one. Pay a bit more to get a brushless one. But that is the fix, it's not worth doing.